Hello students, this is Mrs. Miller, and the purpose of this video is to review different types of persuasive techniques with you. Now you need this note-taking page. This was handed out in class, and a link to it is also available in the online class. So this is note-taking page 100, and at the top it says what really persuades you. Now I'm going to go through the information on page 954 from your textbook with you. And you'll push pause on the video and you'll be able to fill in the information on your note-taking page. It says Part 2, Persuasive Techniques and Rhetorical Fallacies. A writer will often use persuasive techniques or methods intended to encourage you to accept his or her argument. Persuasive techniques use language to stir up people's emotions. The following appeals can be effective, but they are often used to disguise flaws in a weak argument. So when somebody's trying to get you to do something in writing, they have specific strategies that they use or different techniques, and those are listed here along the side. Okay, I'll read each type of technique, the definition, and the example, and then you should see as you're watching this video, you should see a link pop up over here so that you could click on each type and you could see a visual representation of it. Okay, here we go. The first type of persuasive technique that we're going to talk about is bandwagon appeal. This is a type of technique that suggests that a person should believe or do something because everyone else does it. And our human nature is to not want to feel like we're being left out. So when an author uses bandwagon appeal, we want to feel like we should do it too, so that we are just like everybody else. Here's an example. See the movie that everybody's talking about. This use right here of saying that everybody's doing it, that's the bandwagon appeal. And that makes me think I should do it too because everybody else is doing it. The next type of persuasive technique is testimonial. This relies on endorsements from well-known people or satisfied customers. This reminds me of the new McDonald's commercial that's recently come out where they compare their bacon club sandwich or something like that to LeBron James, and then LeBron himself gets on and talks about the sandwich. Another example is a Foot Locker commercial called The Educators, and it uses a whole bunch of different professional athletes to try to get people to buy the shoes that are being sold there. Another type of persuasive technique is an appeal to pity, fear, or vanity. Sometimes when we feel sorry for something or somebody, or we're afraid, or we want to look good, authors use that to try to get us to believe something or buy something. So this uses strong feelings rather than facts to persuade. Here's an example. Won't you give this abandoned puppy a home? Oh, so we're supposed to feel some pity for this abandoned puppy, and because of that, we should then act on it, or that's what the author is hoping. There aren't really any facts stated in here. It's just appealing to my pity. You see a lot of this type of persuasive technique in diet commercials, exercise commercials, gym commercials. Are trying to get you to buy something. They're appealing to your sense of vanity in those commercials. Another persuasive technique is loaded language. This uses words with strongly positive or negative connotations. And here's an example. Start your day with Morning Glory's refreshing all-natural juice. Well, first of all, there's some loaded language just in the title. It's called Morning Glory. So that use of the word glory is a loaded word. It has a strong positive connotation. It's very refreshing. That word also has a positive connotation, as does the words all natural. Okay? Now, in some cases, writers and speakers may use false or misleading statements known as rhetorical fallacies to persuade you to agree with them. Two examples of rhetorical fallacies are shown in the following chart. The first one is called ad hominem. These are attempts to discredit an idea by attacking the person's character rather than his or her argument. And you see a lot of this in political ads, especially around the time of elections. You see different candidates attacking other candidates in an attempt to discredit them or show why they shouldn't have the job. And here's an example. My opponent cannot be trusted. Elect him, and city violence will surely increase. Another type of fallacy is stereotyping. This makes a broad statement about people on the basis of their gender, ethnicity, race, or political, social, professional, or religious group. And it's not right to make stereotypes about people, but sometimes it's done, and that's a way to try to persuade you, or it gives you false or misleading information or statements. All musicians think the same way. Here's an example of stereotyping. Musicians are being stereotyped here, and it's saying that they all think in a particular way.